I'm talking with Cory Stottlemyer with B.A.R.C. He brought with him one of his little buddies, Arnie, who is just so happy. I know it's hot out here though, huh, bud? It is very hot already. Anthony was just saying, I think the temperature is 83, but it feels like 85.
Yeah, with the humidity. Big thing we remind the public with the heat advisories coming out this week that if you are affected by the heat, your pet's going to be affected by the heat. So guys like Arnie here, if you're taking him for a walk, go out earlier when it's cooler, so the pavement's not too hot for their paws, and that they're going to be impacted by the heat just like you are.
So that's starting with that tip. You know, that's a really great tip. Be mindful of the temperatures throughout the day on when you bring your dog or maybe even cat outside. They rely on these walks. What are some other safety tips?
Well, just know your pet doesn't sweat. They kind of regulate their heat.
Paws, right?
Or yeah, they do sweat a little bit through their paws, and then the panting helps them regulate their heat. So just be aware. You know your pet's behavior. You know how they normally act. So if they start appearing lethargic, if they start acting a little unusual, confused, and if they're like excessively panting, if they are maybe drooling a little bit excessively, that's signs of heat stroke. And that's almost when it's too late. So we tell the public, be diligent. Provide them plenty of, escape from the heat, shade. There is a new state ordinance and a city ordinance as well.
Being enforced.
Yes, making sure that you provide adequate shelter from the extreme elements. So this week that means the extreme heat. Providing your pet with adequate care so they're not affected.
Yeah, those are all really great points too. And keep in mind, if you have a young pet or an older pet, that those might influence that situation even further.
Yeah, pets that have longer fur, bigger, heavier coats are going to be...
Big dogs like Sully, my St. Bernard,
Yeah, exactly. And especially dogs that might have shorter snouts as well, like a pug type breed, they're going to have a harder time breathing. But dogs, like they can't always tell us if they're in distress.
No,
so you have to be diligent as a pet owner and to know what your pet's behavior is, but just be aware if you're taking them outside, adjust the hours, make sure they're not out for too excessive time, and never, ever, under any circumstance, leave them in a car.
You're right.
Ever.
I know this is a conversation that we're hitting hard on this morning. Also, make sure they have access to water, plenty of fresh water.
Yep, we got a little bowl just off the side over here for Arnie here because, like I said, they can't tell you if they're thirsty. They can't tell you how they're feeling, so you have to provide them with that access.
Okay. Well, we so much appreciate you coming on the show this morning. Any needs that you want to address at B.A.R.C. this morning?
As always, we're always looking for adopters, fosters. The quicker we can clear out those kennel spaces, the better we can allow for all the incoming animals that are coming in every day. So HoustonBark.com. Learn ways. There's other ways than just adoption. You can foster, you can volunteer, come on out.
Donate. If you can't donate your time, you can donate money if you're able to do that.
Exactly. If you want to donate any enrichment items, pet food, we're accepting of it all.
We so much appreciate your time. Arnie, we're going to get you inside. I know it's hot.